What's going on, and welcome to Oil of Gears. Today we're going to attempt to add the paddle shifters onto the RS 2011 SCION XB. Now, I added the TC steering wheel with the paddle shifters onto the RS in my previous video, and they didn't work. So Chico from New Hampshire sent me some videos of him adding the paddle shifters from Alexa's steering wheel onto his SCION XB. So we're going to attempt to do that today, so let's get to it. Alright, so what I'm going to show you is how to take these pins out of this kind of connector. Now this kind of connector is called a Tyco connector. This is actually one that is in the steering column. And why I'm taking these off is because I want to add the paddle shifters into the system. So right now, if you look at this, pins 3 and 4 here, which is this one and this one right next to this green one, here and here, are missing from the 2011 SCION XB. So I think all XBs don't have those. But I went to the junkyard and I bought this because I need to take the pins out, which are like this, so that on mine I can add them into 3 and 4 and wire them into the car so that I'm able to use my paddle shifters. So this part, I'm going to show you how to take out these pins from these Tyco connectors. So as you can see here, right here, there's a little strip there that needs to pop up. So that will loosen, well actually it holds the pins into the connector. So we want to pop that up to get them, I guess, unclipped. So what you do is you can get one of these here and you pop up that clip. So you can do it on each side, just like that. So it doesn't pop up too far. So I don't know if you can see that, how it's popped up right there. And I'll kind of show you some more right there. So it's a little popped up. So pop that up there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the red and white clips out to pull it out without putting this little key in there, but it's not gonna pop out. Or maybe it does. Well, there you go. So maybe you don't need the key, but I use the key, so they're all coming out now. There you go. There you go. There you go. So I guess you can just make sure that this is popped up. Maybe you don't need the key. Maybe you will need the key. But there you go. So now all the connectors are out. Just like that. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to take these panels off here. And also I've already taken the panel off here and this underside piece, because we're going to need to get to here. Let's see. So this plug right here, this black one. So it looks exactly like, and let me get the light. All right. So we need to get to this plug right here. So it looks exactly like the plug that I took out the junkyard to get those pins out. And what we need to do is we need to add those pins to 3 and 4 and then run the wires to the next spot, which I'll show you here in a second. So let's take those panels out and we'll go from there. All right, so we actually just need to take the one panel out, which is the front panel here. As you can see, it's just that one panel here. And we're gonna need to tap into this red wire here, and then there's a white wire here as well that we'll tap into. So it's not the white wire with the black stripe, it's a solid white wire. So those are shift up and shift down, similar to the one at the top near the steering column. So the white, or pin 3, is shift up, pin 4 shift down, and then we'll color code it to make sure that we're hitting the right one. Alright, so now that we have this black pin out, you can see the green wire that's right here. It's on pin 1, 2. So the one next to it is 3, and then 4. So we're going to add the white wire to pin 3 and the red wire to pin 4. And then we'll put them into the same colored wire on the white clip. Alright, so now that we've gotten the two, shift up is the white, shift down is the red, we've gotten those in 3 and 4. You do have to pull up this pin here like you did to take them out. That way they lock in place. So they went in there pretty good. So now I'm going to extend these wires here. Alright, so right here is the black pin. So you have 3 and 4 have the red, or the white and red wires, and they are ran all the way down through the back here, as you can see, to the posi tapped red and white here. Alright, so I had to change from these posi taps. These are hard to get into the small wires, so I use these here into the red and the white, and then I ran the wires all the way here up to that clip where we put the new wires in there, 3 and 4. White is shift up, red is shift down, and then added it to here. So everything's hooked up. So now we will put it on the on position. Now, to make sure that we test this out, press on the brake, put your shift in drive, and then manual. So now, as you can see, it's in manual, and I'm going to test the shift knob, see if that works. And as you can see here, these numbers here, if I go down, they shift down. If I go up, they shift up. So now I'm gonna do the paddle shifters, and as you can see, they work. So shift up, let me see if I can get shift up, shift up. So now the TC steering wheel paddle shifters work with the manual on the automatic transmission. I am so stoked. Again, I want to give a shout out to Chico from New Hampshire. He gave me the tip on how to add these. So there you go. Paddle shifters work.